So welcome back to another video. The last few days I've been riding my Santacruz Nomad. I spent about 3 or 4 days up at Aston Hill. Aston Hill is my local downhill bike park in not far from Wendover in Buckinghamshire, which is quite close to where I live in Aylesbury, so probably a 15-minute drive. And yeah, obviously lucky to have a bike park like that close to my house. I've never actually been a member there. I've always paid the day rate and then just gone now and again. But with everything going on, I thought it makes sense to put some money into my local bike park, pay my yearly fee, and then I could just go up there for an hour, 2 hours, or a whole day. So yeah, since getting this bike, I've kind of gotten used to it. I think I did have a few problems, or I still have a few problems with my back, lower back aching. I can't decide whether that is the bike, because it is an extra long XL frame, so I don't know if the extended reach is making my back ache. It's a difficult one. I don't know if it's that or the fact that I'm riding more and riding different terrain, learning to jump, learning to do drops, chucking the bike about a little bit more than I was, say, last year. One thing that I did was shorten the stem. I had a 50mm stem on there and I've shortened it to a 40mm. I swapped out the original stem for the Apex one, and I definitely think it helped. Obviously having the short stem does change the way the bike handles, but it obviously pulls the bars closer to you. And the other thing that I did was move the seat forward on the rails as far as I could, so that when I'm climbing my weight is over the front more instead of having to bend my back and hunch over. So I think that has definitely helped me as a rider and helped me get to grips with the bike a little bit better. I did have the stem on the highest setting on the in terms of the spaces underneath the stem, so the steerer tube on the forks is not cut down, and that means that I've got a lot of spaces, which came as standard, because obviously that way the rider can tune the bike setup to his liking, his or her liking, and then obviously you can cut it down if you need to, or if you want to. So the first thing I did last week, I went to Aston Hill, and first run said I was going to go 50%, and I crashed. Thought I'd pick the lines, go easy, and then crashed. Stupid. Wasn't riding very well. Went back to the top, did a couple more runs, and I'll put those runs in now. Break on the corners. Wrong way. I then went back the next day, and the next day I decided I was going to remove one of the spacers, a 10mm spacer, from under the stem and put it on the top so that the stem would be 10mm lower. I didn't quite anticipate how much this would change the way the bike felt, and yeah, changed the way it felt massively. And then of course going down one of the downhill runs at Aston Hill, quite daunting for your first run with a new setup, but nonetheless continued. I went back there a second day after that, which would have been my third day in total, I think, third or fourth. And yeah, really, I think that is the optimum setup in terms of handlebar spacing at the moment. I may try going a little bit lower, but we'll see. For now, I'm happy with the way it's set up. There's just one more thing that I was planning on trying. That is from a GMBN tech video. It was a video that Dottie did about taller riders and how to set up the bike or buy the right bike to suit a taller rider. I'm only just shy of 6 foot, so 5'11" and a half. But still, I guess I could be classed as a tall rider. And obviously I'm riding an XL. So in that video, one of the things he did mention was obviously the bar height, which I have adjusted, or stem height should I say. Another thing was that a lot of bikes have the flip chip for the low and high setting. The Trek that I had it in the low position, that's how it came and that's how I left it. The Santacruz is currently in high position. There's a lot of people that reviewed the bike said they didn't need to switch it out or flip it to the low position. They said they were getting pedal strikes anyway. So I've been kind of put off doing that, but really I should have experimented. So I'm going to do that because it's going to lower my centre of gravity. It will slightly promote pedal strikes, but again, most of the riding I'm doing at the moment is gravity focused, downhill stuff, jumps, drops, all of that stuff, and that is what the low setting is suited to, or should be suited to. And hopefully tomorrow we will get out on a ride and we'll go to Aston Hill and then we'll try it out in the lower position and we'll see how we get on, and I will report back and see if it has made any difference at all that I can notice. well, first ride with the new settings or geometry settings. Obviously it's in the low position now. It seems to ride alright. Can't actually notice too much difference, to be honest. Made a schoolboy error. I didn't warm up before I came, and I only realised when I went to jump the first jump, and straight away my back went. Yeah, not a wise move. Always do your stretches, always warm up, is my advice. Very embarrassing. Stupid. Too much front brake. So yeah, kind of lost control over the braking bumps and then just had a stupid crash. But apart from that, it seems, don't know, I feel like I've got a bit more confidence on the bike. At least from that first run anyway. Strange. Whether it's the geometry change from the flip chip or just the fact that I'm getting more experience here, I don't know. I guess we'll see. So this is probably my second or third attempt at ending this video. I had a few camera problems. I wasn't using the GoPro for all of the clips that were not like point of view, the camera mounted on the chin. Yeah, had a few camera issues, couldn't get the video edited, and it's been a good few weeks now. So finally finishing it off, hopefully with a working camera. And yeah, what can I say? Well, I think I've decided that the lower position on the flip chip, or whatever you call it, is definitely the one for me. It definitely feels more like it suits my style. I definitely think I prefer the kind of downhill courses and tracks, and that's where I think my riding will be going more. Not really noticed any more pedal strikes. I did notice that there seems to be more leverage on the shock. I've actually lost a little bit of weight since I first got the bike, but we seem to be using all of the shock travel now. I don't think it's down to my riding style. I don't think I'm riding anything any more crazy. I just think that there's probably more leverage on it, obviously with the flip chip flipped to the low position. So we've pumped a little bit more air into the shock, and yeah, we'll see. So yeah, pretty happy with the way the bike's riding. As I mentioned, I did have a bit of a problem with my back, and that has been an ongoing issue for some time now. I will do a full video explaining and talking about my back problems coming up soon, probably be the next video or so. And yeah, I'll just go through basically the issues that I've had, how it's affected my riding, and how I've combated those issues. So yeah, gonna end the video here, but thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.